Most homeowners in the United States spend money on renovations expecting higher resale value, yet many of them walk away disappointed. They upgrade the house, feel satisfied with the work, and still struggle to justify a higher asking price. This pattern repeats across American housing markets every year. The reason is simple. Home value responds to buyer behavior, not owner effort. In the U.S. real estate market, value moves when a renovation removes doubt from a buyer's mind. Buyers do not pay extra for effort. They pay extra for clarity. When a home feels easy to understand, easy to maintain, and easy to move into, offers tend to strengthen. American buyers evaluate homes through comparison. They compare listing photos, walk-through experience, inspection risk, and monthly ownership expectations. Renovations that improve these factors usually support price stability and negotiation strength. Renovations driven by personal preference usually fail to translate into resale power. One of the strongest areas where renovation can support value is the kitchen. In U.S. home tours, buyers spend a noticeable amount of time in this space. The kitchen sends signals about maintenance history and future spending. A kitchen that looks clean, functional, and updated reduces hesitation. Buyers are less worried about surprise costs. Value-focused kitchen upgrades tend to stay practical. Solid cabinet structure, clean surfaces, functional layouts, and good lighting matter more than premium finishes. In many American neighborhoods, replacing cabinets entirely does not improve resale outcomes compared to refinishing or repainting them. Durable countertops, modern but simple fixtures, and neutral design choices often photograph better and appeal to more buyers. Luxury features in kitchens often overshoot what buyers expect at certain price levels. When a home sits in a mid-range neighborhood, buyers usually want reliability rather than statement pieces. They focus on whether the kitchen looks ready, not whether it looks exclusive. Bathrooms influence value in a quieter way. They affect inspection confidence. In the United States, buyers are cautious about water damage, plumbing reliability, and ventilation. A bathroom that appears old often triggers assumptions about hidden problems, even when those problems do not exist. Simple upgrades that improve cleanliness, airflow, and fixture condition tend to support smoother transactions. Fresh tile surfaces, modern fixtures, proper ventilation, and neutral finishes reduce inspection friction. Buyers feel less need to negotiate when the bathroom appears well-maintained and predictable. Flooring and paint play a different role. These upgrades rarely push value upward on their own. They protect value. Homes with worn flooring or bold paint choices often stay on the market longer. Longer listing time weakens negotiating position. Neutral paint and consistent flooring help buyers focus on the home itself rather than future work. Behind the walls, systems quietly shape buyer confidence. Roof condition, heating and cooling systems, electrical safety, and plumbing reliability all influence inspection outcomes. In the U.S., inspection reports often determine whether a deal holds its price or reopens negotiations. Homes with updated systems face fewer last-minute price adjustments. Replacing major systems does not always increase the list price dramatically. It strengthens deal certainty. Certainty has financial value in American real estate transactions. Fewer surprises lead to fewer concessions. A common mistake homeowners make is pushing renovations far beyond what nearby homes support. Every U.S. neighborhood has an informal pricing boundary shaped by recent sales. Buyers, appraisers, and lenders anchor expectations around those numbers. When a home receives upgrades that exceed local standards, buyers appreciate the work but hesitate to pay far beyond comparable properties. Highly customized renovations also reduce resale efficiency. Extreme color schemes, unusual layouts, or specialized rooms limit buyer alignment. In the U.S. market, broader appeal supports stronger competition. Homes that require buyers to imagine reversing changes tend to attract fewer offers. Adding square footage can support value, yet it carries execution risk. In American housing markets, additions must integrate naturally with the original structure. Flow, ceiling height, and access matter. Cost overruns and permitting delays are common. Buyers often discount homes that feel complex or uneven. Exterior condition shapes first impressions. Online listings form opinions before showings happen. Clean landscaping, fresh exterior paint, updated entry points, and functional lighting increase showing activity. Higher showing volume increases the chance of competitive offers. Energy efficiency influences buyer trust. While efficiency upgrades may not dramatically raise prices, they affect how buyers perceive long-term ownership costs. Insulation quality, window condition, and system efficiency help justify asking prices during negotiations. Timing also matters. Renovating too early allows wear to appear before sale. Renovating too late leads to rushed decisions. In many U.S. markets, renovations that align closely with listing timelines keep finishes fresh and inspection reports clean. Before approving any renovation, homeowners benefit from asking a few grounded questions. Does this change reduce buyer uncertainty? Does it align with nearby pricing? Does it lower inspection risk? Does it appeal to a wide range of buyers? When answers feel unclear, the renovation often carries limited resale impact. Renovations rarely return full cost dollar for dollar. Their real value shows up through fewer price reductions, stronger opening offers, smoother inspections, and faster closings. Speed and certainty carry measurable financial weight in U.S. housing transactions. Renovating for profit requires restraint. It rewards discipline and buyer-focused thinking. Homeowners who treat renovations as financial positioning decisions usually protect value more effectively. Understanding how American buyers evaluate homes provides leverage, and leverage matters most at the moment of sale. As the selling moment gets closer, renovation decisions stop being about improvement and start becoming about positioning. In the United States, positioning decides how buyers behave during the first week of a listing. That first week often determines the final outcome of the sale. Buyers usually enter the process with a budget range already fixed by lenders and personal limits. Renovations that align cleanly with that range feel safe. Renovations that stretch perception create hesitation. Hesitation weakens urgency, and urgency is what pushes offers upward. One important factor many homeowners overlook is how appraisals interact with renovations. In the U.S., most buyers rely on financing, and lenders depend on appraisals. Appraisers look backward at recent sales, not forward at renovation cost. When a home is priced aggressively because of upgrades, appraisal gaps often appear. These gaps force renegotiation, price cuts, or deal cancellations. Renovations that stay aligned with comparable properties reduce this risk. Another quiet factor influencing value is how renovations affect inspection timelines. Homes with straightforward, practical upgrades tend to move through inspections smoothly. Homes with complex features, custom installations, or unfamiliar materials often raise more questions. Questions slow deals. Slower deals weaken leverage. This is why simplicity performs well in American resale markets. Simplicity reduces explanation. Buyers prefer homes that explain themselves visually. When a space feels intuitive, buyers feel comfortable making fast decisions. Storage upgrades often perform better than expected. Functional closets, organized garages, and clean utility areas reduce mental friction. Buyers imagine daily life during showings. When storage feels adequate, resistance drops. These upgrades rarely attract attention online, yet they influence offer strength quietly. Lighting also plays a powerful role. Bright, evenly lit homes photograph better and show better. Poor lighting creates shadows that exaggerate flaws. Updated lighting improves perception without heavy cost. In many U.S. homes, replacing outdated fixtures and improving light distribution changes how space is experienced. Noise control matters more than people realize. Buyers notice traffic sounds, appliance noise, and mechanical hums. Upgrades that reduce noise, such as solid doors or well-maintained systems, improve comfort perception. Comfort supports value even when buyers cannot clearly articulate why they like the home. Layout flow influences emotional response. While structural changes are expensive, small adjustments can improve flow. Removing unnecessary barriers, widening access points where possible, and improving transitions between spaces help buyers move naturally through the home. Movement comfort shapes memory. Memory influences offered decisions. Outdoor space has become more important in many U.S. regions. Buyers respond well to usable outdoor areas that feel easy to maintain. Clean patios, simple seating areas, and functional yards signal lifestyle potential without overwhelming responsibility. Over-designed outdoor spaces often fail to recover cost due to maintenance concerns. Maintenance signals carry weight. Buyers scan for signs of neglect. Fresh caulking, repaired trim, clean vents, and smooth doors communicate care. These details reduce perceived risk. Reduced risk supports price stability. One mistake sellers make is renovating to impress, rather than to reassure. Impressive features create conversation. Reassuring features create commitment. Commitment leads to offers that stick through closing. Market timing also interacts with renovation impact. In slower markets, buyers gain leverage. Renovations that reduce objections help protect price. In faster markets, buyers move quickly, and obvious readiness supports competitive behavior. Either way, clarity wins. Another overlooked area is documentation. Buyers in the U.S. respond positively to transparency. Records of permits, warranties, and maintenance history reduce doubt. While documentation is not a renovation itself, it amplifies the value of renovations already completed. Renovations that require explanation create friction. Friction slows decisions. In real estate, slower decisions usually translate into lower prices. Many homeowners expect renovations to change buyer behavior dramatically. In reality, renovations fine-tune buyer confidence. Confidence influences how high buyers are willing to go within their approved range. Price anchoring happens early. The list price sets the mental anchor. Renovations help justify that anchor. When buyers feel the price aligns with condition and effort, resistance softens. When buyers feel misalignment, they push back. This is why restraint often outperforms ambition. Targeted upgrades that align with buyer expectations strengthen positioning without overshooting the market. As closing approaches, deals often face small stress points. Homes that feel predictable experience fewer disruptions. Fewer disruptions mean fewer concessions. Concessions quietly erase renovation gains. Renovation success in the U.S. market rarely comes from one dramatic upgrade. It comes from a collection of small signals that tell buyers the home is ready, reliable, and fairly priced. Homeowners who understand this stop chasing maximum upgrades. They focus on minimizing buyer doubt. That shift changes outcomes. When renovations support confidence, listings attract cleaner offers. Clean offers close faster. Faster closings protect value. At the end of the process, the strongest renovation strategy feels almost boring. It avoids extremes. It respects neighborhood context. It prioritizes clarity over creativity. That approach may not create emotional excitement for the owner. It consistently creates better results at sale. Renovating for profit in the United States is a discipline. It rewards those who think like buyers, respect market boundaries, and treat upgrades as financial tools rather than personal statements. When renovations work with buyer psychology instead of against it, value protection becomes easier. That is where real profit quietly forms.